Greetings, YouTube. I apologize for the hood. Mandarin is behind me again, and I just can't bring myself to disturb her. Today I'm going to be linking to a Metafilter thread dealing with Senator Mark Portman. He is a conservative from Ohio, and he has finally stepped forward and is now supporting marital equality in America. And as the line describing what the article is about says, reactions have been mixed. You see, Senator Portman's son, Will, is gay, and 2 years ago his son came out to him. There is an article at the bottom of this thread from a piece that Will Portman himself wrote discussing the process he went through as a college freshman at Yale about coming out. And it speaks very well of his parents that they were supportive of him, even though they are both, staunch Christians. And he felt that they never wavered in their support of him, which was speaks well of Senator Portman on a personal level. But he didn't come forward and tell the public that he supported marital equality for 2 years. And it's fairly well known that during that 2-year period he had been considered a possible running mate for Romney during his election bid for president. So it is not difficult to put 2 and 2 together and arrive at 4 that he did not want to come out supporting marital equality while he had a chance at being the vice president candidate for the Republicans. And that's one of the reasons the reactions have been mixed. But the title of this video, Right Move, Wrong Reason, points out to why I have an issue with Senator Portman. And that has to do with the fact that he didn't step forward and support marital equality, something that should, in my opinion, be blazingly obvious for anyone that is a supporter of the Constitution, until it became personal, until it was his son who could suddenly find himself in a position of not being treated equally under the law, until it affected his family. And prior to that event, it never seemed to have occurred to Senator Portman that every gay person in history, alive or dead, has been someone's child, has been someone's loved one, sibling, friend, companion. That all the gay people in the world are as intimately linked to the world as Senator Portman is to his son Will. And all of them deserve equal treatment under the law. They need to be treated as human beings because that is what they are. They are not other unless we cast them in that role. And of course, Senator Portman, being a decent human being on a personal level, didn't cast his son in that role. He supported his son, which again speaks well of him. But it would have spoke a whole lot better if he'd come out immediately. If he'd told the world that, I support marital equality now, and hadn't waited for that 2-year time period to pass, and hadn't waited for his potential shot at a VP slot, and fallen by the wayside. But of course, it would have been the best thing if Senator Portman had supported marital equality from day one, regardless of whether his child was straight or gay. I don't have children. I am never going to have children. Yet I support marital equality. My transition did start with personal contact, I freely admit, when I was 15. When I first had intimate contact with a gay person. Now, I wasn't prejudiced against gay people, but the idea that a gay person could be anywhere you are, that you won't know by looking at them, that I suddenly found myself in an intimate relationship with one because suddenly my father married someone, suddenly one of my step-siblings was gay. And that revelation at 15 started my journey towards marital equality, towards being an ally, towards not understanding how anyone could discriminate against someone once they knew a gay person, and gay people are everywhere. And of course, once you make that step, you can make the step towards not discriminating against someone you've never met, who you never will meet. And you make the progression from empathy to sympathy to compassion. And once you start down that path, you can't turn back. It's a one-way trip as your eyes are opened, as the veil of ignorance is torn. So I'm glad that Senator Portman now supports marital equality in America. I really am. I even signed a petition that said thank you for stepping forward. Because, whenever we can get someone on the right side of history, that's a win for everyone. But I wish that Senator Portman had achieved that revelation before it became personal. When it was just the realization that all people, no matter who they are, where they are, what they are, deserve equal treatment under the law